Thanks for listening to the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast, where each week we talk about a free piece or two of technology that you can use in your classroom. I'm your host, Shannon Martin. I'm a middle school teacher, technology coach, and personalized learning coordinator for my district.
And I'm her husband, Fuzz.
Hey.
What's up, girl?
Episode 60.
Yeah, 60. I can't believe. Well, first of all, thank you to all the new listeners.
Yeah,
You've had
a lot of people coming to hang out with us.
A lot of wonderful teachers coming to the website and listening to the show.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We've been doing it. I mean, this is our 60th episode.
Yep.
We started it in January 2019.
Yep.
And we're at the
So it's a year and a half mark.
End of our second school year-ish. I mean, the first one was kind of halfway through, but
yeah, so it's the end of our second season.
And we're getting listeners from all over the world.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
We appreciate you listening, and hopefully
and sharing with others. Like, I keep hearing teachers like, oh, hey, I heard this and this was awesome, and it wasn't really for me, but then I like had another teacher that teaches another subject and I shared it with them, which is awesome.
Yeah, that's
share it. And it's meant for, it's just a resource for teachers. So
and somebody said, like, you currently, I mean, you were an English teacher at one point, or English and literature, and you currently teach social studies and geography and
computers.
Well, you have taught geography.
Yeah, I've taught geography. I've taught computers. I've taught
You're not
science.
A math teacher. You're not a phys ed teacher.
Right.
But you do look for tools that can help any teacher. Mm-hmm. And primarily, the point of this show is free pieces of technology. Yep. Free being the keyword. Because we know as teachers,
budgets are tight.
You're not going to be spending $100 a month on a piece of software.
Right.
And districts don't have that kind of money either.
Right.
So anyway, thanks to all of you who are listening.
Yeah, and for joining us and coming to hang out, which is kind of cool.
Right. So here we are on our last episode of the full regular season.
Correct. I'm guessing it's one of those where we will start back full time, like in August when school starts back full time.
Yeah, but we'll do
with everything going on. I'm guessing I'll be popping in over the summer just with tools here and there, and that's usually when I do most of my professional development. Both running professional development and going to professional development happens June and July, and it's going to look a lot different this summer. So I'll probably share some ideas here and there as I come up with them, and as I see other teachers and share out their information too. So
you got it.
So the theme for season 2, episode 60 is summer fun, because we could use a little fun.
We could.
I feel end of the school year, whether you're in school or right now we're in school but not physically in school, like, it gets a little stressful at the end, and there's like light at the end of the tunnel. It's end of the school year, but right now with all of our summer fun kind of not going to be our usual summer fun, we got to find new ways to do stuff. So I was trying to pull some resources that you could use with students or with your families, or you individually, like a little sanity break. So that's kind of what we're doing today. So on that note, the first website we're going to talk about today is rhymes.net. So if you don't already use this site in your classroom, you could definitely use this in your classroom. It's something you could share with your students to use over the summer. I know.
I guess if they didn't, it'd be a bummer.
Oh, I can only imagine what this is going to turn into. So for little ones, I know that rhyming is a big thing, like pre-reading skills, learning to rhyme, but it's fun. And for anybody who is an aspiring rap artist, it is definitely needed. And so
her words should be heeded. It's the thing
that is needed.
Yeah, I think you said that already.
Okay, so clearly we need to work on rhymes.net a little more.
The bracelet my 5-year-old made me is beaded.
So it is rhymes.net, and literally it is like what rhyme sounds like this word. You can hear it. And then they break it down by syllables, which is really nice. So like 1 syllable, 2 syllable, they start you off with chime, bedtime, anti-crime.
Okay.
I haven't got the time. I made a batch of awesome slime. Like they set you up really well. And it's great. They have all the alphabet listed out. They got new, you can do random. They have special collection, like nursery rhyme setups. They also have it in French and Spanish.
Nice.
So for kids that are practicing, so like the eldest is learning Spanish.
Yeah.
And she has actually changed her phone over to Spanish, so she's forced to practice her Spanish skills.
She handed it to me the other day to do something, and I'm like, I don't know.
You're like, I speak German, I don't speak Spanish. And so what a cool way for those like kiddos who do speak different languages to practice like these skills, and just for fun. Like you can build word clouds with the rhymes, which is kind of fun. They even have like popularity rank of use, and then best how to say rhymes in sign language. Like there's so many
cool.
like cool resources on this. It's not just like a list of rhyming words, but you could actually use them in so many different ways. But fun family challenges or like word of the day kind of thing. Just there's a lot of ways you can use this. It's a very
Maybe you're
easy...
writing your next SoundCloud rap album.
Right. See, you could do like little poems and mail them to people. Anyway, there's just so many ways you can use it, but it's a fun, easy to navigate site. You could use it with students. You could use it as family. You could use it to challenge yourself a bit if you're going to learn some new languages. You could use it to
challenge an alphabet. You could use it to challenge the alphabet. Rhymes.net is the address.
Yes.
Cool.
So try it out. It's kind of fun, and yeah, you can type in a word and it'll search it up for you and do all the things. So it is very snazzy. Schnaz. Check it out and have some fun with it. Like easy, lighthearted, but like learning at the same time. So that is our first one, rhymes.net. The second one we're talking about today, I just want to briefly like touch base on, because like everyone's got a summer reading program.
Yeah.
Not everyone. Lots of schools do.
Sure.
Libraries do. Everything's looking different.
What is summer these days?
It's going to be interesting. So I'm always looking for free book resources.
Yeah.
And I've done like Storyline online. We've done a variety of them, like Epic Reads. But I know Epic ends usually in June.
Okay.
There's different things that teachers use on a regular basis. But just to throw another one out there, it's called Loyal Books.
Okay.
And it's free public domain audiobooks and ebook downloads. And what's kind of cool is it's the classics. So a lot of these you'll see on bookshelves and things like that. And maybe they're not like the coolest covers, so they're not always picked up right away.
Sure, but they're... Yeah.
But they are the classic books. And what's nice is that they're audiobooks. So you could just put them on in the background while you're doing other things and listening to them. There's fiction, there's nonfiction, they have children, fantasy, they've got all the different genres laid out for you really nicely.
Yep.
And then again, also in different languages. So they have audiobooks in Chinese, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Spanish, and other languages. So if you're practicing another language, what a great way to practice that over the summer.
Yeah.
Or if you're listening to books, or if you're learning a new language, just different ways of using it. But like they have Aesop's Fables, they have, like a variety of poems, they have Oz, they have Pinocchio. So there's a wide variety for both students. Like I'm just looking at the kids' books, but they have a whole section for adults, and they have mystery and fantasy and fiction and nonfiction. But it's another free book resource. You can click on it. You've got the audiobook. Again, you can listen to it as a family, like while you're working. Around here, there's a lot of reading aloud of Harry Potter, but a lot of times now, just having an audiobook playing in the background, we've been doing kind of more of here and there.
I will tell you this. I mean, I don't know if this plays into our child's growth and development at all, but for the first year of her life, the way we got her to sleep at night was I would sit in her room and we would listen to the audiobooks of like Hamilton, the 40-hour biography, and Grant, the 40-hour biography.
I did with her, I'm trying to think, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
I was listening to that on audiobook while she was going to sleep at night.
But things like this, you can, like if you're if
or like
you,
working out in the yard,
I know,
or just
exactly.
just a way to listen to it. And maybe you don't want to listen to music, or maybe there's a book that you never wanted to like pick up and read, like paperback, but you could just listen to it, you know. Anyway, so it's a nice another free resource. Audiobooks. If you have students reading classic books, I know sometimes high schoolers have like summer reads that they have to do, and so like there would be a lot of choices there for this. So anyway, it's not the newest stuff, but also it's a free audiobook resource, which I think is always helpful.
Yep.
And we love to encourage reading, so that's awesome. So loyalbooks.com
Cool.
is what the website is. So that is our book resource for the summer. The
Number
next
3.
one is for fun, but learning and fun at the same time.
Best kind of fun. So when you learn something.
It's called Archidemics. If you're not already using it, it's super fun and easy. If you're using it in your classroom, that's awesome. Encourage maybe kids at home. I know we're probably going to try and get away from screen time, but also having
it's inevitable. And if you want to say like, hey, you're going to play video games for 4 hours of the day, how about for a half hour you play Archidemics and do math?
Yeah. So what's
because I am so fast at the
he's so proud of himself
at the 5th grade multiplication that I'm doing. I beat everybody every single time.
So, oh my goodness. So Archidemics, if you have not used it before, is loaded full of awards. It's won lots of awards because what it does is it reviews skill building. It's a skill building website. So counting, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, integers, money, time, decimals, fractions, ratios and proportions, algebra, language arts, spelling, typing, geography. Okay. Grades 1 through 6. Okay. And then you're able to play games and it reviews your skills, which is awesome. So you just click on it. They have canoe puppies. They have demolition division. Hungry Puppies, the Grand Prix. Again, if you're not familiar, I mean, go through and just pick a couple because they're fun. And skill building for anyone, even though they're rated grades 1 through 6, definitely, I'd say through, well, pretty much anyone.
Adult.
You and I are playing them competitively right now. They kind of suck you right in. It's a great way to review basic skill stuff in the summer and give kids options so they aren't just doing the same thing they always do and mix it up a little bit.
You had one before that was like, what's 24 times 9? I'm like, well, geez.
Do it faster. Do it
Isn't
faster.
it 6?
Carry the 1. So,
Right.
But
Trick
yeah,
question.
so it's challenging. It's not just, and again, you can pick your skill level and stuff, but there's a lot of fun games and you could make it competitive with families or with classmates, and it's online, but it is skill reviewing and it's fun to play, and we've had fun kind of playing, and we're grown adults.
The answer is 216.
And it's not stressful review. Like you can play and you don't feel like really stressed about stuff. It's just kind of a fun way to review skills. And for the summertime, we're looking for things that are fun, rainy day,
keep kids busy.
Yeah, and reviewing their skills.
Maybe you teach all year long and you're looking for some activities.
Yeah, absolutely, because this can definitely be used in the classroom very easily.
Yeah.
And especially like a station setup or something. Or online learning. Hey, look at that.
Yeah, I mean, we get back the next year and
who knows what that's going to bring to us.
Yeah.
So there's that. So Archidemics, archidemics.com, like academics, but an arcade game. So it's Archidemics. Archidemics.
Last one.
You were so sparkly when I brought this up to you.
I'm very happy about this. This is a very good website.
Okay. So it's called Instructables.com, not Destructibles.
It's
Instructables.com.
Yes.
And it's so cool. So this is my like mental break for adults
Yeah.
or students. I mean, anybody, anyway,
I'm telling you,
Older
if
kids
you're
and
looking to do
adults can
something
do
around
stuff,
the
yeah.
house, this is great for kids. This is also great for you. If you're looking to do anything around the house or in the class or build something, go to or even
you
build.
have to build stuff. So I mean, you can, and
Yeah.
I'll let you get all sparkly here in a second. So the topics, you can do circuits. They have a workshop section, crafts, cooking, living outside, and they have a whole teacher section too. But for now, because it's summertime, you can ignore the teacher section and do stuff for your home, your life, your new cooking skill set, because they got these really cool Japanese pancake things that I'm totally going to make tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow, but sometime in the next couple of weeks here. They have a whole crafting section, also more things I'm going to dig into in a second here. But it's okay. I'll let you explain it now because you're sparkly and I don't want to take your thunder.
So you just look for something that you're like, I want to do.
Why don't you talk about projects you've done, because you've done some.
All right. Here at the house, 2 of the projects that I've done via Instructables. One is my workbench, which I have a very nice workbench. It's
got
not
wheels and everything.
It's
You can
got
move it
wheels.
around.
It's got a power strip. It's not pretty. It's not like I didn't use.
You could have like probably polyurethane and made it all pretty,
could have.
but you didn't.
Yes, I could
because
have.
you draw on it with pencil.
I do. But the idea for that, I searched on Instructables, found the workbench, and this thing is like, if there's a tornado, I'm going to hide in my workbench.
Yes, it's very sturdy.
That is. Also, in the garage and in the basement, we have 4 sets of shelves that I built using Instructables instructions to hold all of our, Rubbermaid bins and all of that stuff. And they're real easy to make, extremely sturdy, but they're all from Instructables.com. And it's just that you follow step-by-step instructions.
With videos.
Yeah, it tells you the required supplies, the
and
tools
the
you need.
and everything.
Yep, the optional things you might need. And shows you how to go through and do it. And it's so easy to follow that you can do that. And it's not just shelves or workbenches. There are things from big to small that you could do for kids in your classroom. You could do for you at home.
Well, and I love going through like the cooking stuff and the crafting stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they have classes. So you can like enroll in a class. So like they have a bread class, which maybe you should enroll in because that's also your new hobby right now is baking bread.
Currently. Yeah.
And so there's 9 lessons in bread class.
My bread making hobby is interfering with my weight loss hobby.
But the pizza's good.
Yeah, true.
Like right now there's 15,000 people enrolled in the bread class at beginner level. You can enroll, you can download it. And then they walk through like lesson 1, choose the materials, lesson 2, weighing out ingredients, lesson 3, proofing yeast, lesson 4. Like they walk you through a step by step and then you take like the little class. So you can choose to do that way. Or you can just go into the top part and be like, dang, those vanilla biscuit cookies look awesome, and click on it, and then you've got the recipe and you can make it. So the food things, they have the categories, and then they have like the categories within the categories. So like under cooking, like they have an entire section devoted just to cooking with bacon.
Yeah.
So
nice.
you can there's like a cajillion recipes here on bacon. I like the food stuff. But also, you can go under crafting. And under crafting, they have like how to craft books and journals, how to do cardboard crafts for all of those Amazon boxes that we're getting right now.
Yep.
You can do all of these crafts. You can say, hey, kids, it's raining outside. Here is a traffic cone hat made out of a it's a real traffic cone. oh my gosh, this is amazing. And cardboard. And it's cardboard, and it's like a Dr. Seuss hat. It's actually made out of cardboard, but it looks like a traffic cone, and it's painted like Dr. Seuss, and it's super cool. And it's step-by-step instructions on how to make that.
Yep.
And it's so cool. They also have the Starship Enterprise made out of cardboard. And they have a whole section devoted just to cardboard stuff.
But also the teacher section.
Okay, right. Oh, that was where I was getting. But I was going off of my cool craft section. Okay, so there is a teacher section also, which if you're doing stuff for yourself, please do stuff for yourself. You can't plan all summer. You can plan all summer, but sometimes you have to do things for yourself. But sometimes while you're doing things for yourself, you say, oh, this would be cool for my classroom. Mm-hmm. They do have a whole section devoted to teachers, which is awesome. And it's broken down by grade. So K2, 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 12, university. And they have educational partners, which actually we've talked about, like Autodesk, Tinkercad, those types of sites, the 3D design sites.
Yep.
Are actually like education partners with them. And then they have sections under every category when it comes to
math, science, social studies, engineering, wood
coding,
shop, metal
ELA.
shop,
Yep.
art.
So then it's broken down by the subject that you teach. So you can pull up just cool projects. You can pull up by like in language arts. You can pull up like grade 3, 5. You can come up with then 3, 5, then pull up your subject. I want to do something in 3, 5, ELA, search what they have. And then they have like interactive flashcards. They have book tasting. I don't even know what that is. Cool crafting projects using a variety of things. So, magnetic classroom vocabulary games and cute book corners and all kinds of stuff. So there is an entire section devoted to teachers, which is awesome. So, as we rant some more on Instructables, go to Instructables.com, type in or think of something you've never done before, like make cool, fluffy pancakes, and then make it.
Do it.
And then take pictures and tell us all about it.
Yeah. Super easy to follow. Pretty cool.
Yeah. And what a fun thing to do in your summer, especially if we're stuck here still kind of in our own little bubbles in our own little space.
Yeah.
You know, take some time out for yourself, craft something cool. If you're sick of looking at something, change it up, make yourself a chandelier out of cardboard. I don't know, but I bet it's in there because there are so many things in there. I have a
friend who is, and I don't know if this is available on Instructables, but is making 3D printed masks. Mm-hmm. So he and his family and whomever wants one can go to the store wearing a mask that's with an interchangeable filter.
Very cool. See? All kinds of stuff. So yeah, so that's kind of some of our summer fun. We have 4 sites for you to check out and try out. And don't forget, there's everything else loaded into the EdTech directory. So if you're not sure what the fall's going to bring, but some of it might be online, go back through previous episodes. There's tons of stuff in there.
Yep.
If you ever have any questions, please feel free to email me. And it's funny, like people email me all the time, like questions or if I have ideas for stuff, and I'm happy to share whatever resources I have. So just let me know what you need, and I'm happy to respond. And that's just Tech Tools for Teachers at
Tech Tools for Teachers podcast at
gmail.com. Yes, because it's the longest.
It's the longest email address ever. But it's easy to remember. Tech Tools for Teachers podcast at gmail.com.
So yeah. So thanks for tuning in and joining us here on episode 60 of season 2. It's been a fun one. This has been the podcast. If you ever have any questions, you can find me on Twitter at SmartNWI. And if you want to get more information on the links to the technology discussed in this episode or any other, you can visit smartnwi.com or join us on Facebook. I have lots of new Facebook followers too.
Yes.
New episodes each week, but we're taking a little break for the summer.
Yep.
Thanks for listening. Go educate and innovate.
The ideas and opinions expressed on this podcast and the Smart NWI website are those of the author Shanna Martin and not of her employer. Prior to using any of the technologies discussed in this podcast, please consult with your employer regulations. This podcast offers no guarantee that these tools will work for you as described, but we sure hope they do. Have a great summer. We may be back sometime, but until then, we'll talk to you soon.